So I type Hell's 500 into Google. I come up with this thing called Everesting. Everesting is basically when you ride your bike over 8,848 meters in one ride on one single climb. All the rules and details on the site. It's just a great free challenge. Get out there, build community. Anyone can have a crack. If you can ride your bike up a hill, you can have a go. I wonder if there's any hand cyclists out there who've had a crack at this. I wonder if it's possible. I reckon maybe Grant Allen would be a contender. That would be a pretty incredible effort, doing an Everesting attempt on a hand bike. We'll see if that's possible. And so we have here is the maps of what's the little red dots. They're not measles on the MacBook, they're little things. So you can scroll the map and you'll zoom in here and you can see in Australia it's been done a bit. Not much happening in Asia yet. Not much happening in Thailand. So no Everesting done in Thailand yet. Hopefully someone will do one soon. There we go. Bangkok, Thailand's looking pretty cash. But you can see it's getting popular in Australia. And so if you look down here, you can see when it was done. This is basically, it's not a leaderboard. This is just, if this is the Hall of Fame. If you have done an Everesting challenge, you will be up here if you submit your data to the Hell's 500 crew. So Norton Summit, I did it last weekend, the 9th of the 11th. Rob Wood did Corkscrew Road in the same day. He came and said good day when I was still going. It took me 370 kilometers. Basically, if the climb's not that steep, it's going to take you longer. And if it's steeper, it's going to take you less time. So it depends what you want to do. You want to go long or you want to go steep. You can do both even on different days. So it's very cool fun. Everesting's a great little challenge and it's just fantastic. So let's have a look at the data on that ride I did. So you can see here on my activities, I've been riding every day since. No worries, did some running races this week. 3,000 meters on the track, did a 400, did a 102 PB, and been out riding every day since the Everesting thing. It didn't knock me around at all. I think I credit that due to lots of water, high carb diet, obviously, and I didn't use any stimulants or painkillers because I mean they definitely help performance. Taking ibuprofen, caffeine, coffee, caffeine pills, caffeinated gels definitely helps, but I don't like the feeling the next day when you're a bit trashed out. So here we have the ride, 370 Ks, over 8,848 meters, so elevation higher than Mount Everest. As long as you do Mount Everest, you will be on the Everesting Hall of Fame and you record it on Strava. Here's a little tip here. I use my Garmin Edge 1000, which has a very shitty battery life for a $600 unit. But what I did is I used a little portable battery, which I had on my top tube, and charged my Garmin up. So the Edge 1000, great unit, great screen, shitty battery life if you're doing anything over 200 kilometers. And so we can see the data here. This is what average speed, 20. That's not much average speed, mate. That's not much at all. It's pretty slow, mate. Need some more protein. Average speed means fuck all. Average speed means fuck all. We average speed in a criterium faster than the Tour de France average. But average speed doesn't mean anything. There's so many variables. You'd be going uphill. You'd be going downhill. We go into the tailwind, back of the group, drafting, slow tires, heavy bike, carrying stuff. Average speed means fuck all. You don't want to worry about that. Even heart rate doesn't mean anything because heart rate is variable highly. What you want to focus on is power. So weighted power is what you want to focus on. Average power, 165 watts. So about 2 watts per kilo, which is my goal is to keep under 3 watts per kilo on these rides when I'm going by myself. I obviously hit 737 watts doing some attacks at the start of the ride because it's Norton Summit, so it's time to race up there. But when I was riding by myself, I was really going cash, really going cash. So it took me about 20 hours total time. Started at 7 a.m. in the morning, finished about 3 a.m., got to bed about 4:30 a.m. roundabouts. 18 hours moving time, 20 hours total time. Calories, 9,500. What did I eat during that calorie burn? 9,500 calories. That's a lot of calories. I ate dates. I started with dates. I had fruit juice. I had vegan gummy bears. I had potato gnocchi. Vegan really made it for me. I had Cliff bars, Talk gels. And that's a bit of sugar and water, organic sugar and water. Fruit juice, I think I said that. Basically just carbs to keep me stimulated, keep the appetite going so you can have the incredibly high workload. I didn't use any caffeine. I didn't use any painkillers. They're obviously very common in swimming, cycling, running, etc. Painkillers and caffeine, stimulants and painkillers, you just fucking fly. relative to what you would otherwise, especially in a long ride. But I didn't want to use those because I felt it was sort of makes it a bit too easy. You know, I wanted to do it full natty bra. I've used painkillers. I've used caffeine before. That shit really fucking works, and it's totally legal, but it's very common to use. But so I just wanted to say I didn't use it in this ride, just for personal reasons. I definitely like the feeling the next day when I don't use anything. I feel better. And I'm not a professional cyclist or swimmer. I'm not a professional soccer player, so I don't need to take anything to really boost my performance, because I can just roll around and look at the birds flying in the trees and the koalas crossing the road. So there you go. That's a little bit of data there. So it's basically up and down Norton Summit. Everesting means going up and down, 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 up and down on the same climb until you have reached 8,848 meters. So it's quite fun. It's a good challenge. It's a good personal exploration. Doesn't matter how long it takes you. Basically, the rules are do it in a single ride. Avoid going home, going to bed. You can have a power nap on the side road if you want, but generally the rules are, just keep going until you get it done. With Strava is if you click on challenges, you'll see that every week or every month they have little challenges. And Strava's totally free for its basic function. It's a great website. Upload it to your Garmin. And we have here a little challenge going on. How many meters of elevation can you climb in from this 8th to the 27th? So about 20 days. And can you climb Mount Everest in 20 days or less? I did it in one day. But these guys, Mark, the vegans from Cyprus, 56-year-old I think he is, 27,000 meters of elevation. 27,000 meters, that's a lot of fucking elevation. I'm like down here. Only done 13,000, so he's done 27 now. Another vegan representing the plant power, doing it for the animals. Fantastic stuff. So Strava's a great little motivator. You can knuckle down and have some friendly competition. It's all about playing chasey on your bicycle or chasey. So many people take things so seriously. But at the end of the day, it's just chasey. It's tag. What do you call it where you live? Where you run around the school field or, whatever. Or if you're in your wheelchair, like wheelchair tag or whatever. You're chasing each other. It's competition. So it's good stuff. Everyone gets fitter for the better reasons. And there you go. So it's about having fun. A lot of people take things too serious. Oh, don't use Strava. It's too serious. So come on, relax, mate. It's just a fucking website. Come on. It's just a bike ride or a run or a wheelchair spin. Don't take it so seriously. Just relax and have fun and upload. It's not the World Championships, even if it is, just relax and have fun, because life's too short. You could be dead tomorrow. So there you go. Hopefully I answered the questions for you. I had all my food stashed in the backpack on the side of the mountain. A bit of string, just pulled it up, filled my pockets up every hour or so, every 2 hours. Water-wise, had 10-litre cask of spring water on the side of the road in the shade, and just stopped and filled up my bottles when needed. And that's it. So no real support other than the time Freely came along, and plenty of people gave me some support as we were riding up and down, so it was much appreciated. That's all the stats and facts. If you want more, post the comments down below. We'll bang out some more vids. Have you done an Everesting attempt yet? And if you have, link it down below. Show us your Strava profile. Thanks for watching.